What's up, what's up, what's up, my friends? Welcome. Get ready. Grab a snack and a bevy. It's time for you and I to have a chit-chat. Straight up facts. Tell it like it is. Laugh till you pee your pants. Cry because you probably needed to. And I can't promise, and I'm not going to throw any F-bombs, but I can promise you'll feel a lot better after listening. It's time to get personal, one-on-one, down and dirty, and have a coffee talk. Buckle up. Let's go. Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to another coffee talk. It's Denise. How you doing, my friends? Oh my gosh. I hope you are cool wherever you're from or wherever you're at. It is so hot this week that it's been in the mid 90s, and I'm in Northwest Illinois. Yeah. And of course it's no pool year because the pool is down this year. Because we opted to take the summer off because we broke up the liner. But oh my gosh, guys. So now we have currently no pool. There's a tent, which is fun, but not when it's 93, 96 degrees plus hotter with the heat index. What is going on? And then it was the first day of summer this week. What was it, Thursday? I think it was Thursday. It was the first day of summer. And I'm like, yeah, well, why is it 93 already? I am not that person who, when it's like 15 degrees in the winter, is like, I can't wait for summer. I can wait. I don't really care. I don't do heat because you know what? When it's cold, you can like turn on your fireplace, turn on a heater, turn up the heater, put on slippers, put on socks, put on extra pants, put on long johns, put on extra stuff, put on some blankets, get under 6 comforters. When you are hot, you only can get down to your birthday suit, and then you cannot go anywhere anymore. So, not a fan of the heat. It was so hot this week, you guys, that it was 81, I think, on Thursday. I think it was like 81 on Thursday, and it was scattered thunderstorms. So it was cloudy most of the day. It didn't rain till later in the evening, but that 81 felt cool. And I thought, oh my God, do I live in fucking Arizona? What is happening? So speaking of Arizona, if you are one of my Arizona online pals and I have not met you, I am actually coming to the Phoenix area in October, late October. I have a couple that I'm going to call out to already to meet up with. I'm only going to be there for a long weekend, so it's not like I only have 4 nights. 3, I think. So I thought it would be fun. So if you're out there and you want to meet up, hit me up. Let's do it. It'll be fun. What else is going on? Well, I will say that this turning 55, my friends, has really been an eye-opener to me. I'll be 55 in October. It's a birthday trip. But I really feel like I have never been more comfortable in my own skin. Not to say I want to revise that skin. I mean, I'm not saggy, not yet. I have no wrinkles, God bless. But I will tell you that I feel like I want to be in better shape. Like I feel good about doing things that get me in shape. Does this make sense? So I've been kind of started this commitment to myself that I was going to work out a little bit every day, no matter how sore I was. So it is like mid-afternoon, like 2 p.m. when I'm recording this. But I will work out after this. I kind of decide what I'm going to do based on how my body feels from the day before because lupus. So it all depends, but I'm trying, even if and this is how like I'm so into this. And if you have autoimmune or anything that causes you to have like just pain and weakness, let me tell you, you're going to understand what I'm saying, but we have to do this. It's important that we move. I will tell you that even if I'm hurting really bad and I don't want to do it, I'm literally just standing and walking in place while I'm watching a movie, while you're doing a podcast, while something, you're doing dishes, whatever. I've been super productive this week. For whatever reason, the last week I would say like maybe like 7-8 days in a row over the last, up until about 3 nights ago, I was sleeping way late. Like I wasn't falling asleep till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and then getting up at like 6. And I'm like, Lord, sweet baby Jesus, help me get through this day. And then that compounds itself. And you just like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, girl, you need to get some fucking sleep. And I don't even know what it was. So I'm like, I'm going to force myself into this uber busy creative day. So you guys know I started playing Minecraft on the moans and groans of my husband and son that I need to play Minecraft. Except that when I did start playing Minecraft and had my own realm, like we said, we're still like, I've just given them creative control of their island or their space. Because it's like, you know, and then in all actuality, I cannot even be alone in a virtual world. There's that. So I've just accepted it and just decided that every place that I go and build stuff, I'm going to build a room for me, I'll build a room for Mr. Sith, and I will build like a room or a house for Peter. So there's that. But I have massive builds because I find them such a relaxing creative outlet. But at the same time, I don't have to put a lot of work in it or like pull out my laptop and do all that kind of stuff, right? You just flip on the PS5, you go at it, and then you turn it off and you're done. I limit the amount of time that I'm doing it now because if not, Lord, you could do an all-nighter with this. So I've also been illustrating. You guys, when it happens, I'm just going to pop it out for all you guys to see. But I've been actively working on that. Been actively working on planning the next vacation. It's a lot of work, people. It's a lot of work to go abroad. So if you ever want to plan a vacation, don't just wait till the last minute. Start scoping out all your places at least a year ahead of time. That's what we do. And I'm telling you, I don't know if it goes smoothly, but it's pleasant and you're not surprised when you get there. It is what it is, right? I don't use a travel agent only because I used to and I had a really bad experience. And so now I don't. And I book all of my own stuff, my own flights, my own rooms, all of our own excursions. And so that keeps me busy. I have a friend who's having a wedding shower on Sunday. And so I've agreed to kind of help her in the kitchen so that she can enjoy her family during the shower that she's throwing, right? I mean, how are you supposed to do that? But then at the same time, I get to do things that I enjoy, which is being in the kitchen and putting together tea trays and stuff like that. So I made some scones. I didn't like the way the scones came out. The first I made a batch. I'm the kind of person who, if I see a recipe, I'm pretty confident in my baking and cooking skills that I can usually make it and then go. But I mean, obviously it's just for somebody else's house. So I'm like, I'm going to like once over this recipe. I got to test it. So they're just a basic honey scone. And so I got up early. So I was saying, like my little side tangent there, you guys know how I am. I been getting up the last 2-3 days. I've been going to bed about 10:30 and getting up at like 6, just naturally. So rather than fight it, I get up, I get ready, I come downstairs, I open the house and I start doing stuff, right? And I thought, hey, this is the perfect time. Peter's sleeping. I fed the dogs. They went out, they did their business. Now I'm going to sit here with like, I've been juicing every morning. So I'm like, I'm going to sit here with my juice or a smoothie. And this morning I had yogurt. I'm like, I'm going to do this. And when I say yogurt, I mean like coconut yogurt, but and not that that's bad, but like everyone's just like, you said he had yogurt, but you're plant-based. I know. There are some people who are still judgy, make judge pants, and I don't really care. But if you're going to call, I have literally gotten messages in my inbox. My messenger has never been, okay, I'm going to side note that in a minute. So let's carry on with this. And then I'm going to tell you about my message box on Facebook because I'm a little over it right now. But, so I just thought I'm going to make these scones and I'm going to try them out. So I put it all together and, it's morning. I've made a commitment to cut down on the coffee. I do still drink coffee, but on occasion I prefer the tea or the smoothie or the juicing in the morning. And so then I've been upping my roughage, which is awesome, right? And so meaning salads. I love a good salad. I love it. And so we're just making scones, right? So I try it and I'm like, I'm not feeling these. They're just not. Why? Like, why would they not be good? They're a simple honey scone. So I give one to Peter because he's good. So Peter's up now and I'm like, hey, can you try one of them scones, honey? And then he tries it and he takes one bite and he's like, I don't really like it. And I'm like, wow, okay, well, it is a scone, right? So I'm like, well, how about if I put some like caramel on it? So I drizzled it with caramel and he ate it again and he was like, oh, it's much better. Oh, mommy, I don't like the aftertaste. Here's me. Why is there an aftertaste? So I'm like trying to figure it out. So when I cook or do anything in the kitchen, I always take all of my ingredients out, put them on the counter, use them all. And, I have like a dirty side and a clean side. Welcome to an OCD kitchen. And so I just go ahead and I clean up as I go. So as I'm finishing the ingredients, I usually will put them away right after I have finished using it, right? Because I took them out. Now I'm done. I'm going to put them back. However, I didn't do that because I was pretty sure I was going to make a double batch of these scones, right? So I just wanted to try it. So I usually make a batch of a recipe that I don't know, especially baking. And then I'll make another one and tweak it with what I think it should be in my taste. And a lot of people can't do that. I get that. But I like to tweak baking recipes. So you have to be pretty, calculated with it because, baking is all measurements and the measurements are there for a reason, right? It's kind of chemistry. So I'm looking at the counter because I left some of the big things out, right? And so I'm looking at the counter and I'm like, okay, I got King Arthur, right? The gluten-free 1-to-1. So, because they're gluten-free. And I'm like, okay. And then I've got my salt and I've got this and I've got my honey out and I'm like, what, and then I look over and I'm like, baking soda. No, that shouldn't be baking soda. So then I look at the recipe and I'm like, baking powder. Why did I do? Now I'm like, well, that would account for that aftertaste. So I used baking soda instead of baking powder. And I just chucked it it was too early in the morning for me and whatever. So I'm like, what is going on, Denise? Nice try. So I'm like, okay. So I thought maybe they're not that bad. So before I recreate a second day of these, I want to let Mr. Sith try them. So he comes home and he goes, I said, do you want to try these? I said, I made a few mistakes, but are they really that bad? Like taste wise, like what would you do to them? And then apparently there's a bag aftertaste because I added baking soda and not baking powder. And he goes, okay. Now he has a really strong taste when it comes to like a sensory, when it comes to baking soda. He could taste it in everything. So I knew he would be super susceptible to these little mini scones. They're mini scones for like a tea tray. So he takes a bite and he goes, they actually have a very nice, mild, neutral flavor. Oh. And then he's like looking at me and he's like, no. I was like, I'm like, okay, those are going in the garbage, right? He's like, yes. I was like, okay. So I tossed those. And then this morning, I'm recording this on Friday. So this morning I got up again very early and had some time to myself and I have a new devotional that I'm working on. So as I go through the devotional books, I like to switch back and forth so I don't get bored of them. So I'm doing I think it's a 60-day color devotional, coloring. I love to color. It's so therapeutic to me. So I found a coloring devotional. Thank you, Hobby Lobby. And so I have my little, special markers that are just mine I was just telling my husband that I've had those markers for like 30 years, at least 25. Okay. And, they still work perfectly. And I have them in a case and they're just, I take care of my stuff. Okay. But I don't know why they have not dried out. They're really good markers, but it is what it is. I don't even know where I got them. So I was like, cool. So I'm doing my coloring devotional and I'm like, okay, now I'm done. Let me do that before Peter gets up. I'll do the scones. So I redid the scones. I used baking powder instead of baking soda. And then I tweaked it a little. I added, it was honey, but I let the honey overflow on my quarter cup. I also did a little extra shot of vanilla. And then I threw in an extra 2 tablespoons or teaspoons, of coconut sugar just to give it a little something overall. And let me tell you, they are quite delicious and scrumptious. They are even Peter approved. So I have them all cooled and packed up now so I can take them over to my friend's house for the shower tomorrow. So I was like, or today, by the time you listen to this, I'm taking them today. Today I'm getting my hair done and I'm also taking scones and helping prep food at my friend's house. So hopefully it's not too freaking hot, but it is what it is. My hair needed to be my hair is growing like a weed. I have never had this kind of hair growth in my life. And the only thing I changed was an additional vitamin. So I take a multivitamin and that is it. I am done with all sorts of crap. I eat my nutrients and I take a multivitamin. That's it for 55 plus. I'm not 55 yet, but I thought I would take the extension of taking the 55 plus vitamin and switched over to that at the beginning of this year. And then I thought, you know what? I've been looking at all of these. We talked about the menopause episode. Okay. So, the How Delightful episode, that I did a couple weeks ago here in June about all the weird symptoms that people get in perimenopause and menopause and postmenopause. And I don't know where I'm at and I really don't care. I'm pretty sure I'm postmenopause, but I have the weirdest symptoms. And so apparently I am really low estrogen. Now I finally found somebody who does hormone, is an expert in hormones, or so they say. And I do have to make an appointment with them. So I've been researching them online and looking at customer reviews and all that, patient reviews, I guess I should say. And so far it looks like this one may be a winner, but you never know, right? To each their own when it comes to doctors. Plus I really expect a lot of my doctors because they're my employees. I'm paying them. I pay for insurance. Who pays for them? Which still means I'm the boss. So I just need someone who is a little more holistic minded because I don't want to do HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. So I am already going to start myself. I've already self-diagnosed myself, which I always do and have never been wrong. But it's just, you get to know your body after. When you're as messed up as me, you just get to know your body. And if you are, I'm sorry you're messed up, but you know what I'm talking about. I wanted to kind of get a jump on the game because I do fit into the low estrogen category. So the place where I get my supplements, which is New Chapter vitamins, I also get, they don't pay me for anything or whatnot. I've used them for quite some time and I've always gone back to them. Even when I've gone off them, I've wound up going back to them. So I don't change anymore. I'm sticking with them. So I'm doing their estrogen, basically help their menopause support for women. And we'll see. I haven't started it yet because it's in transit, but we shall see. We shall see. I was going to go on a tangent about something and I stopped myself and then I forgot. Oh, my Facebook Messenger. Let me tell you something, people. I can't right now with the messages that people send. I'm always shocked that so many people feel that it is okay to go into people's message boxes and just leave them random fucking messages, usually insulting ones. I have gotten 2 messages in the last 2 weeks about how shitty I look in my pictures and that I should go get checked by a doctor. And I'm like, or you can mind your fucking business, because if you listen to my podcast or you knew anything about me, I'm active in my health. I'm just not sleeping, fuckers, okay? How good do you want to look if you're not fucking sleeping? I got shit going on here. I'm juggling a household. I got a kid transitioning from homeschool to school. I'm planning a European vacation. I'm working on 5 big projects. I'm working on a house. Those are just my personal projects. House-wise, I've got like several projects. Plus, I've got to handle a child. My dog is fucking dying. So Shika is just like, she's literally just asking for a ticket for the Rainbow Bridge. So I actually have to call the vet after this to make an appointment to see like when I could bring her in. We're trying to give her like a week to see if she snaps out of this dementia issue. Sometimes she's totally okay. And the other time she's like biting people and not doing anything and all weird. So, I don't want her to have that quality of life. And it's been very difficult for me to make this decision because she was my first furry baby, before Peter. She was with me through 3 miscarriages and she was with me when I had Peter. So this is like our dog. It's our first dog, me and Mr. Sith. So our girl, our little foxy lady, she's going to be leaving with us. And it's not a decision that, anybody makes lightly. And I understand that. So I don't need anybody leaving me messages, or I don't need you leaving anybody. Like, I don't want anybody leaving anybody messages about how they look like shit. How about, you know what? You are so strong right now. I'm going to pray for you. Or you are carrying the weight on your shoulders, my friend. I'm here for you. Yeah, don't fucking tell people they don't look good and shit like that. And I'm like, whatever. I would like anybody, especially those 2 people that reached out. I don't know them. We're not friends. They're just followers on Facebook. I don't even know if they listen to the podcast. If they do, don't fucking leave messages like that for people. You know who you are. I personally don't care, but other people who are not in a strong state of mind like I am in, that could be really, really detrimental to people's mental health. And it's not cool. Mind your own fucking business. Tend to your own yard. There's that. What else is going on in my message box? Because there's more. And there's more. Yeah. New companies. MLM alert. MLM alert. Yeah. More fucking companies starting. Just rehash fucking companies with the same people, and these fuckers are still reaching out to me. And I'm thinking, do y'all not even listen out of curiosity to one of my fucking podcasts? I almost want to put anti-MLM. I'm that close to it that I'm going to put anti-MLM on my fucking Facebook profile, so that if these fucking idiots continue to reach out to me, I'm going to be like, hey, fucktard. Like, normally I would lead with kindness, but you know what? They're not leading with kindness. They're preying on people. And these are the same people who preyed on me in the past, but I am in a different mindset now. So I will not succumb to the fucking ploy. They're telling me the exact same fucking bonus points on why I should come to this company, this new company. And mind you, there's 3 different companies right now, but I'm getting the same bonus points. from all these people that I've gotten with every company in the past that I've ever been with them. And I'm like, dude, you're telling me the same thing you told me for this company. Company A, company B, company C. So this is company D. What's fucking different? What's different is that it's a new company for you to corral everybody in as a cowgirl, recruit us all to make fucking money. That's what it is. Except this time I'm not falling for that. I'm not doing that. And I felt really bad because one of my friend's daughter, she's an adult, but she wanted to make some extra money. And so, of course, somebody from fucking New Skin reached out to her, one of her friends, I'm guessing, and said, oh, you could sell this tanning cream. And like, New Skin's the fucking worst. Like, all you have to do is pull up their income disclosure statement. I'm thinking this girl needs money, but in the long run, I'm trying to explain to her, just pull up the income disclosure statement. It's going to be a bigger pain to you and it's going to cost you more money in the long run. I'm going to pull it up right now because it is so, it breaks my heart that they prey on people because she probably mentioned she wanted to make some extra cash, right? Because she's testing for her certification. And then all of a sudden, like somebody's going to prey on her. Let's see. New Skin income disclosure statement. 2024. Let's see. They probably don't even fucking have one from income disclosure. Let's pull it up. All right. Let's see. All right. Right now, the average, let's see. The monthly average sales compensation before expenses for a regular brand affiliate, a non-brand representative, meaning they didn't recruit somebody, so they're not a qualifying brand representative, okay? A regular brand affiliate before expenses, and you have to spend money to make money, and I know their products don't cost $36. That's not the quality. I don't know what it is. You can easily find out by just looking. Is $36. And they must report this to the FTC, okay? The Federal Trade Commission. They are regulated, okay? Their income must be regulated. A qualifying brand representative, you're like, oh, Denise, but that's just somebody who's buying the product because they like it. Okay, well, let's go to qualifying brand representative. So this is someone who's in it to win it for the, they're just down at the bottom, but they're plugging at it, right? Because some blue diamond director told them they were going to make a ton of money. And before expenses, their monthly average sales compensation is $110. Okay. Yeah, that's a no. Let's move up to a brand representative. A brand representative this month. I don't know what you need to do stuff or whatnot, but I'm guessing this includes recruiting more people because you can't make more money in an MLN, okay, unless you recruit people. That's part of the scam, okay? And if you don't do these things or you tell them, oh, listen, my friend Denise was talking on this podcast and she said that I only make this much. And they'll be like, screw, no, Denise is bad. Denise is anti-MLM. You can't talk to her anymore. You should block her because they abide by cult mentality and cult tactics to, if people don't want to be girl, queen, if people don't want to break you up, if they don't want to back you up and support you and allow you to have a better life for you and your family, you need to dump them by the wayside. Fuck them. Run as fast as you can. It's to get you in an echo chamber so that you will continue to spend copious amounts of money so that the blue diamond director, who you'll never be, that's their top rank here, according to this, can make money. Now, $36 a month, $110, $547, I'm going up in the ranks. 1,108. This is average. Okay. This is average. Okay. And then the average of percentage of those active brand affiliates let me just tell you, their highest rank is Blue Diamond Director, which apparently the monthly average sales compensation before expenses. These are the big recruiters. These are the girls that got in early. These are the cowgirls that bring everybody in with them. And then as soon as the little line of recruiting runs out, something happens to the product and they move to another company and they cowgirl all over again. Okay. This supposedly, they say their average monthly sales compensation before expenses is $36,812. Now, let me tell you how many of their active brand affiliates qualify for that, are making that 0.21%. 0.21%. I have to look now and see how many active distributors does Nu Skin have. All right, let's see. 1.2 million independent distributors that sells its product in 54 markets under Nu Skin and Pharmanex. Okay. So if you want to make money out of that 1.2 million, the average of a qualifying brand representative is $110 a month before your expenses. And I rest my case. Moving along here. If you guys ever need to talk to me about any of this, just call me. What is going on? So I keep getting all these calls from these girls and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not interested. The best one was, I am okay with, I love watching anti-MLM content because it is so gratifying and so rewarding for me to see how other people have used their platforms. I don't do it to the extent that they do, but it is so gratifying to know that other people who have been in the industry and that have been harmed emotionally and psychologically, and financially, we've healed ourselves and moved on. And now we're trying to warn other people about it so that they don't get stuck in this damn industry. However, I will tell you that I was trying to find out some information, and it's so easy because they just want to sell you stuff. They just want you in. They don't care how they get there. But I was trying to get some information essentially. And in order for me to get it, I had to reach out to somebody who I knew was still actively in the thing, but we're friends and we don't talk about it. And I just asked, hey, like, what's going on in this new company? Like, what's going on here? Who is it? Because it was all hush hush. They won't tell you. They're recruiting me, but they won't tell me what the company is. And they were like, oh yeah, celebrity is in it, an influencer and celebrity. And I'm like, who? I can't tell you right now. What's comp plan like? Oh, it's not finished yet, but you got to get in now. Oh, hey, oh my God, that sounds fucking stupid. That's what it sounds like. But 4 years ago, I would have been like, oh, wow. Yeah. Wait, I don't want to miss out on that. Miss out on what, Denise? They didn't tell you anything. They didn't tell you nothing. So anyway, this friend was telling me, basically like all this stuff is here. And so they were basically saying that's just a rebranded company and that they're not doing it again, but they've started something way better, in my opinion. And here's me. Holy fuck. She's trying to sell me in the same fucking like message. I'm asking her, but she thinks I'm asking because of interest and not because I want to expose them in the anti-MLM market. And I'm like, oh, good Lord. Lord help us. So she tells me who it is. And I'm like, okay, thanks. And she's like, of course. And then I'm telling you, you ever miss NM, which is network marketing. You ever miss NM? It misses you. Think about that. Do you ever miss network marketing? It misses you. Fucking ew. That is the creepiest, most fucking predatory cult fucking response that you could ever get. And I just thought, what a fucking comment. Are you? And literally, you know what I responded back? I wanted to respond back, are you fucking kidding me? But I am honestly leading with kindness in the world today. So I just went, nope. That's all I wrote. It's like, done. Nope. God, like, are you kidding me? Anyway, moving on. What else is going on? Just moving, doing my stuff, keeping busy. I just went and got my eyes checked. Oh gosh, let me tell you. So we had to switch where I got my eyes checked because, like, our regular place, because we pretty much go where the insurance sends us at this point. Because if you wear glasses, man, friends, you understand how freaking expensive it is. But what am I going to do? You got me by the nads because I need glasses to see. So, like, I have to. But I will tell you that so we switched insurances because Mr. Sith's company split from their parent company because they're too big and there's some like retiring and stuff going on. So we just switched. Most of it's the same, except the vision changed and the dental changed. Well, it turns out the dental is crappier, but the vision is better. So I was like, yay. But I had to change. And I kind of felt a comfort level with where we were going, even though it was a franchise. And I'm not going to name them because I don't want any issues. But because the plot thickens. So we went to like a brand, a national chain for eyewear. And so I haven't had any issues with Peter that I'm aware of, right? But every time I get an eye exam with glasses, my eyes are all over the place. And this is from chemo and radiation. I've had lifetime dosages. For those of you who are new to the podcast, I am a survivor of a terminal cancer, and I've had lifetime dosages of chemo and radiation in the U.S. So if anything ever happened again, I would need a new medicine completely, or I have to leave the country for treatment. So it's unbelievable that sometimes I'll go in and my eyes will get worse, or sometimes I go in and occasionally they get better. So it's kind of strange. But since I went and got these glasses, they just weren't quite right. It's the first time that I've gotten progressives. And so I wasn't a fan of that. I needed so many because currently I can't see out of fucking any of them. Like, they're all wrong, especially the readers and the far away. Like, when I'm in the car, I just wear regular sunglasses with my main script in it because any kind of progressive, I can't see shit. I'm always moving my face around trying to find out like what I can see the best. Whereas at least I can see my distance when I'm driving in my regular glasses comfortably. I'm a good driver. I don't want to hear none of that. I am a perfect driver. I've never had an accident in my life or a ticket. And I basically just renew my license every year by mail. That is crazy, right? So I'm like, what is going on? But these glasses this last time, so it's right before we left for Europe last year, they just are not right. I don't even keep them on my face to read. Sometimes when I'm looking at stuff, I have to pull them down, pull them off. It's just ridiculous. And I've went back and forth with them, and they have told me that there's nothing wrong. It's my script. Wrong. So I go to this new eye doctor who is a private doctor, okay, but he is a preferred person in the network. So I had really like exceptional coverage because he was a preferred provider. So, and it's right by the house. It's like 4 minutes away. So I was like, sweet. I didn't even know that was there. So we go in, it's a really nice office. The girls are really nice at the front, and they could be boys too, but they happen to be girls. But so I go in there and I see the doctor. He's kind of flat, but clearly he just wasn't feeling well, which was basically reinforced later because Mr. Sith had an appointment that afternoon after work, and the doctor's office wound up canceling because the doctor went home because he wasn't feeling well. And here's me. Fuck, I hope I don't get anything. However, he was very good. But he's like, I'm sorry. Can I see your glasses? Because I just need to find out what your script is on your actual glasses. Because I'm giving you the test. I'm using their numbers. I'm trying to find new numbers. And like, you're somewhere in between, like something's off. And I'm like, okay. So, they can look at your glasses and go through and find them all, right? So he's doing it like manually, right? And so he's writing everything down and he goes, okay, I just have to tell you this because it's makes me feel better, but like, whoo, like relief, I found it. So when I actually did my vision exam at the big franchise place last year, and I've been complaining that I'm just not seeing right, and they're telling me, oh no, must be you. I hate when they fucking tell you that. It's like my glasses. I can fucking see. You're not looking out of them. How can you tell me my glasses don't work for me? I'm telling you there's something off. Nope. Anyway, so he says, so the actual prescription you got and then what you are now is close. Okay, you're a little worse, but you're probably worse because your actual glasses are not the prescription. Here's me. Wait, fucking what? Are not the prescription of what you had when you were getting your glasses done. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, whose are they? And he goes, your main, like, regular, I don't even know, like, level of sight is correct. Your far is off. And your reading is not even close, which is why you can't read anything. So he's like, go in the thing. He goes, now take your glasses off. And you know how they put for those of you who need readers, they give you a little menu that drops down in front of the big ocular thing they put in front of you. You're not reading off the little mirror anymore. So he drops the little, reader menu in front of you. And he's like, this is what you normally would see. And then he flip. And he goes, this is what your glasses are. And I'm like, yep. Still can only read the top 3. There's 5 rows, right? He goes, but this is where your subscription is, where it was. And then he flips it to what the prescription was from the franchise place, what should be in my glasses currently. And he flips it and he goes, I go, hey, like I can read a whole nother row. And he goes, and this is where you are today. And then he flips it again. And I'm like, well, hot damn. I could see everything. I was so excited I could read the bottom row. I was like, this is so crisp and beautiful. What? It's like you don't even realize what your life is like when even just with poor glasses, how your whole fucking world changes because I could see the bottom row of a fucking vision test for readers. And so he goes, what they did is although your subscription was this, when they did your glasses, your readers and your far, like the long reach vision, I don't know what it's fucking called, and I don't care, so don't tell me. They said those are like generic ones that you can buy. They're like generic scripts that they put in and here's me. Are you serious? Because I paid so much for 2 pairs of glasses. People, 2 pairs of glasses are over $800 fucking dollars when I bought these. I was so fucking mad. And like I said, my sunglasses aren't even progressives. I didn't even add progressives onto that. Thank God I didn't, or I'd really have a headache because sometimes I prefer to wear my sunglasses because I don't have to fight all the different scripts that don't work for me. So he's like, so they didn't even put in your actual script. You could have went to Walgreens and bought glasses. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And he's like, no, I wish I wasn't, but I wish I was surprised, but this happens often when you go to franchise places. And he goes, they charge you a ton of money for progressives, and then they just put in a thing so they can keep more money for themselves. And I'm just like, that's sucky. What the hell? I'm like, that's super sucky. But I always have trouble finding glasses. I always like the frames when they're like, I know I could pick out a frame. I want to pick something that's like modern and new or something with a color. I went black ones because everyone's like, yeah, get black. It frames your face and it just stands out. Then I just felt like a total Dexter. I'm like, nope. I wore them for the longest time and I look at my pictures in the past with those glasses and I hate it. I'm like, nope. I don't even know why I got those. Then I thought it would be fun to have like a colored frame. But then what if I wear something else? I'm too OCD for that. So I usually get like right now I have Earl Grey. I feel like it's a neutral color that goes with everything. Then I thought about clear frames, but then I never get them because I feel like I'm 8, like I'm in the 6th grade. I was like, yeah, I can't do the clear frames, but they're so popular. And so I wound up picking a frame. Sometimes they're embellished too much. And I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of, like that's some sparkle and hardware. And I don't need all that. She's like, well, you're not really looking at it. That's what she tells me. She goes, well, think of it this way. You're not looking at all that. It's just pretty to everyone else. And I'm just like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But okay. Like I won't know it's there because I'm looking from the opposite side. Oh my, I'm like, wow. Okay. I'm like, let's move along. So then I thought to myself, you know what? I already had a plan kind of going in my back pocket. And I said, I'm just ordering a pair of glasses. I ordered what I normally do. And insurance was really good. So I wound up paying like just at a certain point. It literally was less than half of 2 glasses. So that's good because it means I paid less than I did for the 1 pair that I would have had last year. So I'm like, sweet, done. And she's like, well, what about your sunglasses? And here's me. I wear clip-ons. Okay, bye. Thank you. So we left and then I came home and I went to one of those sites. I don't want to say their name yet because I don't know if they're going to be any good, but I ordered a pair of glasses that is clear frame, right? And they have the ones that you can interchange the frames, right? They just snap on like magnets and you can stack them or do whatever, but they also have sunnies. So you can put sunglasses on them. And here's me. Yes. So that's what I ordered. And I ordered 2 sunnies and 3 regular frames. I think they're like different framies. So I have 5 different framies coming with the glasses. They say 7 days. I'm going to let you know. I will tell you it was a really good price. It was about the same price as the doctor's office. I got free shipping, so I didn't have to worry about that. And the tax was, well, it's Illinois, so tax is tax. But I was just within, I would say $5 or $6 of the doctor's office. But I am getting the sunny covers. So basically, I'm getting 5 pairs of glasses plus the base frame. So 6 pairs of glasses for the same amount. I'm going to see how it goes. I've talked about this with some friends and a few of them were using other companies, but a couple were using this company and they were like, oh, I love that company. I'll never go anywhere else now. And I just keep buying Snappies and I'm like, okay. Now they have different styles, but I kind of picked a style similar to the one that I currently have because I like this particular style of frame-ish. I like the framing of it and that kind of thing. So I picked one that was similar. And so basically all you have to do then is go back in and keep ordering those and you're good to go. It's a staple one. I didn't order like a new one, but they're staple glasses, framings and different kinds, and you're good to go. So we'll see. More to follow on that, baby. Well, I'll let you know how that turns out. Well, my friends, that's all I got for you today. 47 minutes in. I've been rambling for 50 minutes. Good gosh. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I hope it's not blistering hot. And if it is, keep cool. Until next week, lead with kindness. Bye.